And just like that, we're backing out Uncle BullCow. This is BullCow. When I say that, you're supposed to flail your arms around and tilt your hat sideways. Even though I don't do that, I parody people
I'm
parody
trying to
me.
find the live.
Oh, you got a little burn today. You don't usually burn. Then again, it's the beginning of the year.
It's a tan person burn. It's not a real burn. It'll be gone in like an hour.
I know. Tomorrow I got a little burn too, but mine will be tan tomorrow. Yeah, it's not a burn burn, no.
No, you do get legit burns sometimes, but
It's
you
gone
need,
in a day.
it's not hard. It's not too bad. But you need to be more careful so your skin doesn't get messed up.
Yeah. All right, guys. If you're watching the replay, which most of you are because you're doing things with your life on this beautiful weekend, smash that like button. Let's show Mrs. BullCow some love, and let's show some love to Linda's Fiery Treats, of course. So Mrs. BullCow is going to try a brand new product. Yeah, look at that. From Linda's Fiery Treats.
I love coconut and I love pineapple.
These are 2x spicy pina colada bites. That's right, guys. Pina colada bites.
I would love a not sugary pina colada drink.
This?
Non-alcoholic.
Oh, yeah. So anyways, Box to Box says hi. Late for work is in the building. Mrs. BullCow's doing the Uncle BullCow review tonight. All right, you want to try some? So let's do this. Try a couple of these here.
Oh, I see me. Why do you just pull up all these random pics without my permission?
Because what's up, Kevin?
I look like freaking Dorothy Hamilton.
Yeah,
I'm friends with Dorothy Hamilton on Facebook, by the way.
Oh my God.
She talks via messenger sometimes. I shouldn't have talked about that haircut. Okay.
I gotta move the fan up a little bit. That way it doesn't interfere with the mic. I'll turn the volume down, Chaz.
I should have talked about that haircut. Okay.
Hold on. You can read the comments if you go like this. Hold on. Wait. Where's the chat? Okay. You can see the comments live chat there. I'll read the comments, Mr. BullCow, just like we should do in old school.
Come chat with him for a second.
What? Hold on a second. Mrs. BullCow is stepping away for 1 second. Oh, I got some other products I'll show you guys while she's off camera. So thank you, Linda, for these. Linda is awesome. So check these out. Spooky Duds. Okay? They are something. All this stuff is freeze dried, so this is what they look like. What's up, Nico? In the house. Spooky Duds. So I don't know what these were before they were freeze dried. But then we also have Jello bombs. Smash that like button, folks. Look at those. I'm imagining that these are all spicy. This is all hot stuff. I imagine they're probably freeze-dried spicy Jello, which is definitely innovative. I would have never thought of that. The 4X Reaper Maple Candied Cashews. I'm going to probably try to talk Mrs. BullCow into trying one of these tonight because I can tell you that I like to see her get a nice burn on, you know. We also have Reapin' Skittles. And these, I believe, are freeze-dried Skittles with pepper powder on them. Could be something else. They're beautiful looking. So you guys will see me reviewing all this stuff over the next week. We still have pods. Oh, and I made Mrs. BullCow a nice little parfait. Got a couple of super hot peppers on there with some raspberries and yogurt. And I did that so she could try the pina colada bites solo and she could try some as a topping. Matter of fact, let's see. I'm just going to put one on there like, wow. Booyah. All right, those are open. She's coming back in 1 second. And we still got pods. Like, I mean, serious business right now, guys. Yes. Yeah, Linda hooked us up. Thank you, Linda, so much. We love you. You are just a bomb. I mean, seriously, this is just such a blessing. And, you know, I like getting on YouTube pretty much every day. And sometimes I run out of ideas. Sometimes I'll run out of product even. But there's other times where I'll buy something from the store, like this. You know, this was like $1.75, but I'll review it. And the reason that I got it is because I don't have a ton of like cayenne pepper sauce laying around. I got some stuff down here, some crystal. I like to let the crystal sit with a lot amount of it gone, and it turns almost brown. I love it like that. But I don't have a ton of table sauce. But this is Green Mountain Gringo hot sauce, and it is made in the next town over, and it is made by who? Texas Pete's. So allegedly, this is only Texas Pete with garlic in it, and they they put a whole new label on it for marketing purposes. I don't know. But it didn't work out too well because they're selling it dirt cheap. It's like $1. I think it was $1.59 or $1.75 in the store. So, yeah, that's that. We're gonna be jumping into some challenges here. Some milder ones. We're gonna start off slow and get back on the challenge circuit. So you'll see that. We got fresh pods now though, so we're not having any. We have no desire to do any challenges or mess with. This is the thing. Mrs. BullCow, like, you know, when you got fresh pods, you don't need to be going hard on the other stuff. Well, there's my Primotalii flake. I walked in the other day. I got fresh pods in my hand, and she says I have cat cramps. I'm like, from what? She was binging on the Primotalii flake, so. Oh, you got critters in the garden, man? Hey. What's up, Danica? What's good? 7-pot yellow reaper plants got dug up by critters and died. Stupid rabbits or squirrels. Yeah, man. Usually squirrels won't do that. But a rabbit, a vole, which I think it's some kind of a mouse, and also you'll get some other ones that'll do that. Some other animals. That's weird. The lighting in here looks a little bit different. I think it's because the camera's facing that way. I did the lengthwise, like, it's not selfie mode because. All right, we're back. Mrs. BullCow's on her way. We've been munching pods all day, man. Like, I mean, seriously, it's been great. I mean, we had pods for breakfast. Then we had pods when we brought when we went on a picnic, and then we had pods with our dinner. Oh my. So I thought of this idea. Guys, you got to try this. I made a jardiniere. That's what you would normally put on, like, Chicago-style Italian beef. And I actually put it on a New York chopped cheese. So any of y'all that ain't familiar with any of that stuff, man, just look it up. But try mixing the two together. You got a phenomenal sandwich. It's like New York meets Chicago. And I would have these organic French baguettes, and I told Mr. BullCow what I was going to make. I'm like, I'm going to make this. I just thought of it because I made jardiniere today.
Is the AI going to suppress the video because of the quality of the audio because of this fan?
No, the fan's okay because look I got it up here. There you go. All right, Mrs. BullCow, get into it. You got 15 people watching. So guys, anybody's tuning in late?
It's been a long time.
She's yeah, she's having. I told her try a couple solo and then try some with the yogurt.
They taste so good.
Yeah, these are the 2X spicy.
It's the first time I've ever had anything freeze dried. Is it freeze dried or something else?
Freeze dried. Besides pods, we did.
Okay, I've had other freeze dried things. I thought it was that other thing. What's that other thing called? Wait, no, it is freeze drying that we watched.
Dehydrated?
No, it's freeze drying. I just forgot I had the freeze dried raspberry.
Oh, we had freeze dried raspberry. Mrs. BullCow.
I mean, it's freeze. What's that thing where they like explode? Is that freeze dried?
Yeah, but it's only the sugary stuff. Like certain stuff explodes. Like the Skittles, you can see they busted open. Like you can, certain stuff like that. So what do you think? Let me get one.
Why is it bust open?
Because I don't know. Some stuff just does that. The molecular structure. All right, so this is it.
She packages things correctly.
Oh yeah. Oh, those are good. They're not too sweet.
I made that shot with my left hand.
You're good. They got some spice to them.
You owe me from.
That's a perfect description, guys. 2X. All right, Nico's got ahi charpita. Man, I want to grow those.
Oh no! I accidentally inhaled some powder. Why did I breathe through my mouth so much?
Heat-centric says, howdy, Mrs. BullCow.
I know.
Thai Dragon, Isabel Island, Jamaican Red Hob, Carolina Reaper, and Dragon Breath. That's a good mixture right there. You can make a lot of different hot sauces. Ooh. I want to grow the ahi charpitas. I know they're a pain in the butt, but like if I was growing indoors, so
What's an ahi charpita?
little tiny pepper that big, or the size of like.
Why are they worth it?
They produce like crazy, but if you're growing them,
They taste good.
yeah, people charge between $75 to $100 for a small flat rate boxing because of the labor. Because you have to pick.
Just the labor, but what about the?
Well,
are they culinary level?
Yeah,
like what a restaurant
they're good,
even?
and you have to weigh them and stuff. I had somebody sent me some.
Oh my god! Even though I'm breathing in lots of powder and it's uncomfortable because the stupid fan's on, not helping.
Thank you.
It tastes so good. Oh my gosh, it's like it reminds me of freeze-dried ice cream. I mean, obviously they're both freeze-dried, but I mean, what am I talking about? Is it's just so good that freeze-dried ice cream level. Is that so sweet?
Do you want to try one of these cashews?
Sure.
All right, Mrs. BullCow is gonna try. Linda made these for the Tampa belt match for the League of Fire players as a like a gift to them. So here you go, honey. Try one of them bad boys. That's what they look like.
Eccentric. You love freeze-dried ice cream? I love it, but I literally haven't had it since I was a kid.
So this is exclusive. This was only available. This was a special edition for Tampa. 4X guys, Reaper maple, candy cashews. Anytime you mix maple syrup and Reaper together, you just can't lose, you know.
Oh.
You can feel it getting humid in here. It's raining out right now, so it was hot today. All the ground, everything around is just warmed up.
Feels like a swamp.
And it's raining, and yeah, now the house is getting humid. Yeah, Mrs. BullCow had a fan on it. You guys don't never see that.
Yeah, it's a little muggy. I'm getting a little uncomfortable, so he must be burning up.
Heat-centric's talking about the Blazing Foods freeze-dried ice cream bar. I've had 2 of those. I did one when
I didn't get to try it.
No, I did one of those when I interviewed Johnny Scoville on the Meet Your Maker series. I did one while I was on the live with him, and then I did another one on Instagram Live. I still don't have that video. I think I maybe put them on YouTube, but I still haven't done one exclusively for YouTube. But that is one of my favorite challenges.
I'm hoping. I hope one day we'll have an Uncle BullCow that I can milk and make ice cream and sell to them to make them freeze-dried ice cream, or give to them. Whatever. I want a cow. It's gonna have some extra milk. I want to have milk products. I want us to have cheese products and stuff one day. Spicy cheese and stuff.
All right, Chaz, try a bite. Try a bite with the raspberry yogurt, a pina colada bite, and that yellow or that orange pod. See how like make a all-star bite. There you go.
I don't want to eat the placenta of the pod.
No, it'll be fine. Those are good. Trust me. Plus, you're eating it with food. Mrs. BullCow doesn't like seeds, but them small pods like that, I just pop the whole thing in my mouth. Yeah. Probably went good with that, didn't it? But like,
it would have been way better without the bitter, funny flavor of the placenta. That's why I want to eat it.
What's up, Greg? The better half is in the building.
I don't mind the heat, especially for just an orange pod, but it just ruins the goodness of that would have been.
I don't don't know, man. I've been doing okay. Luckily, I haven't had a lot of bad floral.
I'm gonna take the placenta out of this.
I haven't had a lot of bad
I'll just
floral
bite
pods.
it. I'm gonna put another bite.
There she goes.
Oh, it's a powder.
There you go. Now you're hooking it up. Are you burning a little bit?
Yep.
All right.
Powder.
Dr. Duck Butter is in the building. Yep. So the cashews, she liked those. These will be for you, Mrs. BullCow. I'll leave them on the table.
Mm.
Yeah, Linda, anybody that's never hollered at Linda, man, lindasfierytreats.com. She makes so many different things, and she's very original, man. She's got sauces. She's got, I wonder if I have any of her sauces left. Probably not, because I just devoured them. Oh, I have one here that I don't know what it is.
It's so good.
No label. She sent me test batches, man. You know how that's chili heads. That's how we do it. Nice pop. I'm gonna taste this to see what it is. Oh yeah, this was the honey sauce she made. Oh my lord, it's so good. It's basically just scoop of butter, just plain yogurt. It's just like honey and vinegar and peppers. It's real honey. You'll taste it. Trust me. There ain't no sugar in this.
I'm just making sure it's a dessert sauce.
No, trust me. Taste that on there.
But yeah, I wouldn't want sugar either.
It's gonna be like a honey drizzle. No, you can taste the honey. You know this.
Obviously, I eat sugar. I just don't eat like white processed sugar.
Yeah, this is one that she don't have out yet. She sent me.
I just eat natural sugar.
Exclusive. Oh, I do got some out. See, the sweet sauces, we don't eat them all that often, so that's what you'll find in my fridge a lot of times. This one's kicked in the mangoes. I did a review on this. The review is up. Oh, yeah. Tell me that's not the anatomical snuff box from hell.
I better slow down. I'm going to be up all night.
Oh, that's
This is so good.
That's a hot one. Wow. Woo. Yeah, I think I killed all the other sauces she sent me last time. I had like the Dragon's Rage, the the one she made with the black garlic and the amnesia. That was gone in a day, and it was hot as hell. You know what's good in the building? Sharing is caring. I love how he says that. You know how people say sharing is caring? Sharing is caring. He puts sharing is Karen, K-R-E-N. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So what do you think? Do you got a nice little burn going? Oh, she's eating them. She's doing the cashews too. She's gonna get lit. Hopefully the yogurt helps her not get cramps. You guys should see Mrs. BullCow's aquaponics going on. It is the coolest thing ever. I'll do like a video on it someday.
I probably got. How many plants do you think I have in the house?
I don't know, at least 100.
Probably 100 plants, and I have, I don't know, maybe 15 tanks.
She's got a 50 whatever gallon, 55 gallon, I think it's 50 gallon octagon tank.
Not literally 50. Yeah, I got the biggest is 55, but there's not literally like 15 big tanks. Like some are, I got a couple 20s, 55, some 10s, and then some smaller ones.
But she's got suspended at the top, so she built like with terracotta pots, and she has like this little island that comes up. And so she has at the top, she has all these exotic plants, variegated plants, and then she has like sweet potatoes growing aquaponically out of that. And then she's got like
I got some ginger.
ginger aquaponically. Yeah, she had a pepper plant in there too. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. She's got really cool exotic stuff, but that's just like, man, let me tell you something. With Mrs. BullCow's knowledge of aquaponics now, like if I ever do decide to do, I wouldn't do cracked. I mean, maybe I would if I don't know. I might. I've just never done
We're
it.
gonna have a competition next year. I'm gonna grow hybrid product peppers indoors. He's gonna grow in a tent.
Yeah, my thing is,
We're
man,
gonna
it's
see.
a lot of money, and it's a
You go
hobby,
gangbusters.
and you're not going to get great yields. Now, there's some peppers that I know, like I grew the
It'll just be for fun.
ahi lemon drop, ahi pineapple, ahi mango.
And so we can have a few when we can't get
They
any
produce
otherwise.
so much that even growing them indoors, I think they would do okay. I know, like the KS White Thai does good. There's a couple other peppers that they're not super hots, right? I'd even throw a Scotch bonnet plant in the tent.
The thing about I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was gonna say the thing about my plants in the house is like I don't grow them like I've never seen anybody grow plants the way I grow them. like most people that have house plants, they've got like these cute little plants that they keep all trimmed in this certain shape, and then they sell cuttings, and they're like really fancy looking and prissy. And mine is like looks like a jungle because I just let it grow, and then I grow them across the ceiling, like in strategic directions, and they're just huge and long, and I don't trim them up, and I don't try to make them look a certain way, and they just everywhere.
Yeah, she's got plants.
I'm trying to make it look like a damn forest.
She's got a hydroponic, aquaponic plants, and then in all of the things like she has, like so this is all like white guppies and stuff. So there's fish in there. That's what keeps the plants alive is the fish poop. See what I'm saying? Because otherwise they wouldn't have any food. They wouldn't have any nutrients. So they got the vines going across the dining room all the way into the living room, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And I think to myself like.
Well, I'm an artist, and to me, like the empty space of the ceiling, I'm more like an artist though than a designer. So I went to design school, but I don't like the prissy, like clean look. I want it to look like natural, and I don't like the white ceiling. So I'm covering it with vines.
Yeah, what I want to try to do is I want to try to use her knowledge and try to but it wouldn't happen here in this condo we're in or nothing, and you can't do it in the winter. We've grown pepper plants. We have one in the living room that's from 2022. I mean, like the thing is that they'll grow, but it's too dry in the winter, right? They won't produce. They'll get a couple flowers once in a while, and a lot of flowers will fall off. See,
I can try and encourage them to grow if I.
But if
I am actually trying to raise them from peppers, but I've just been like treating them like a houseplant. I haven't tried to treat them like I want peppers,
What's up, Chip? Yeah. So what? Basically, like if we had a tent, you know what I'm saying? If you have a tent, you have your it's moist in there because you have your plants in there giving off moisture, and then when you water the plants and everything, so you're keeping that tent sealed up. That's why you'll get peppers. Now you won't get as many as you'll get outside, but you keep a fan in there to blow on.
I don't think it's just the humidity though.
You mist them once in a while, right? It's a good.
I mean, you just talked about how humid it is in the house. Our house.
Yeah, but in the
our house,
winter,
he's been talking about getting a dehumidifier because all my takes, none of them have lids. And then in the winter, I use a very nice humidifier. And then when you got so many plants, they capture humidity. When you got bunched together, they contain.
It's not too dry in our house.
Humidity.
It's not like dry like New York with no plants or no.
We're
tanks.
trying to make it not too humid, so
Right.
it's not going to be.
But it's
unhealthy.
It's too dry for. I know because I grew.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about pepper plants. I have no knowledge.
Yeah,
of pepper plants. I was just asking.
I grew plants indoors, and I only got like a couple of pods in the spring, and then the other ones I actually chopped them down. The plants produced tons of flowers, and then the flowers.
My
fell
question is, do you think it's mostly the humidity, or
yes?
Or are you sure?
I'm 100% sure because just like Red Griffin can't grow because he's in Vegas outdoors. People in Arizona, they can't grow peppers. It's too dry. Peppers need humidity. Okay. Now I know in India it's a mix. You got some arid regions. You got some not so arid regions.
You gotta let me do what I want to do out back.
But they don't.
In addition to grow lights, we can out back. We can keep that humid. I'm not saying make it so humid that it's like a rainforest. And I'm not saying to put the polycarbonate and not have any airflow. Obviously, in all my terrariums, I have airflow. I know how to make airflow.
All right, I'm gonna try one of these real quick. These Jello bombs. This has just got me intrigued, but hopefully we don't get cramps, man. We ate a lot.
I've been trying to convince him
We ate a lot of peppers.
to let me put polycarbonate and like basically make a sunroom in the back. Where right now we have like a tiny little patio with little bricks walls on every side. I want to put polycarbonate on the front and polycarbonate on top. And I found a welder that's opened up a shop. I'm assuming for maybe race cars. I don't know. I haven't asked what he's selling, what the shop is for, but he wants me and his sister to paint a mural. I'm trading the mural for a gigantic amount of polycarbonate, very thick, nice polycarbonate, and maybe some bulletproof glass too.
Oh my God! I did the same thing you did.
For
but those are hotter.
Whatever I decide to use it for.
I breathed in.
I'm hoping Uncle BullCow will let me do it and come out.
Have you guys ever done the 6 cheese balls challenge? You have to blow out and put it in your mouth quick. Otherwise, you get the pepper pot in the back of your throat.
I've been breathing it in, Joe. You meant to breathe it
That
in.
That was so good. I just ate one of the Jello bombs. Wow, a little bit hotter, definitely. Maybe a little bit hotter than the pina colada, but they're phenomenal. That is something next level right there. Wow. Yeah, man. I can't imagine if I had a freeze dryer. We were talking about getting one a couple years back, but you know, I don't have the money for it now. But you guys ever tried freeze dried pods? I have some here. Let me see. Yeah, so this is the coolest thing ever. These are freeze-dried Superhots, and they're very weird because the
first day I ever got cap cramps in my life was I went to Pucker Butt, and I don't know if y'all can see my spoon, but I've had cashews been going, and they're almost gone. Wait, no, they're only halfway gone.
Yeah, these are freeze-dried pods, and it's the weirdest thing. When you bite into them, they're kind of like chewing styrofoam, but they're not like a dehydrated pod. Dehydrated pod loses its floralness, right? You only get a little bit of bitter, maybe.
And the texture is not good.
Right, but these here is like bite, and it's chewy.
It's like chili head candy.
Yeah, it's like chewy, but it still has the floralness of the pods. So it's really weird eating them.
I enjoy them, but yeah, the flavor is 100% there, which is good and bad.
Yeah, I mean, it tastes just like you're eating a fresh pod. Exactly. It's just that the texture is different.
Anyways, the first time I ever got cap cramps, I went to Pucker Butt and tried a whole bunch of their sauces. And the only thing that was on my stomach was some freeze-dried raspberries. And I painted their sidewalk.
Robert Fisher, thoughts on black peppers? So I don't care. Like, there's some of the
Is there black peppers? Are you talking about the brown ones?
I don't know. No, I mean, I don't know. What do you mean, Robert Fisher? You want to elaborate? But are you talking about black peppers, like some of the ones in the bag we showed? I mean, there's a couple that they're not really black. I mean, they look black.
I ran out of yogurt.
They're kind of more like a dark purple, I think. Or there's the one a couple years ago I had like a Black Reaper, Black Panther, something. I don't remember what it was. I don't care for them too much. I don't care for the purple pods even that much. They don't have a lot of flavor. So I'm more like, I like yellow pods.
Oranges are really good.
Yeah, orange pods, yellow pods, red pods, and I, over the past 2 years, have developed a liking to chocolate pods. However, if a chocolate pod is just perfectly right,
my mouth
I don't
is
like
on fire after it took a little sip of water.
Oh yeah, it ramped it up. Yeah, I'm more of a I like the citrusy notes of a lot of peppers. For dried peppers,
Can you hand me that
like
paper?
flake, I want red pods. Or sometimes chocolates. Sometimes I'll throw a couple chocolates in there. But as far as I don't care for the purple and the black pods that much. They're okay. I'll eat them. I ate one earlier.
Are there black pods, or you just call them dark purple black?
No, there's some black ones out there. I think that's what he's talking about. I'd imagine.
Get
I
some.
just
I
showed
want
him
to
some
try them.
pods, and then he said that. But, yeah,
I'd like to try a black pod.
we had them. We did some review. There was one that was.
Really?
Yeah, and then there's some that's just called like the Big Black Mama, which is really chocolate. It's really brown, which that is ridiculous.
Smith Wesson says he don't like them.
No, there's a couple. There's only a couple. There's really only a couple.
I would assume they would be bitter. I would assume they'd be like the browns and the purples are bitter. They probably would be bitter.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm not.
But that means they might be earthy. That means we probably like them dried. My favorite pods dried are the brown ones.
So when I first started, like when we first started reviewing peppers, we wanted to try, and we still do. We want to try everything, right? And I seen in the pepper groups there was a lot of these cool looking purple and different colored like multicolored peppers and stuff that had like a hue to them.
Which is really I mean they're cute, but there's like no reason to go for just a look.
But we had actually, had the first like pods we started reviewing. Most of them were the basic colors for the first probably 2 months. And then I was like, I see somebody posting a box with all different weird purples and blacks and different colors I never tried. And I'm like, oh yeah, man, let me send me a box. And it was lucky because we had like literally never ran across the same peppers. Like I remember getting pods from Josh Heaton. Holy mackerel. I got a medium box and it was like 100 different varieties, man. I got a small box too once, but I got stuff from Nick Kempson. Nick Kempson, most of it was his own crosses.
Hi, baby.
There was a lot of it was his own crosses. So there was all of that going on. And then you had, so those were two of the first growers that sent me pods, and they didn't have nothing that was the same. And then like the third and fourth grower, it took me for a while to actually find one of the same peppers in that first, 6 months. I mean, the little Cookie Monster pepper and stuff. I still never tried one of those afterwards. That thing lit me up. But when I started trying, so this is the thing, and a lot of people agree with me when they come in the pepper community. They see these bubblegum peppers with the bleeding calyx. They see these variegated peppers. They see these fancy schmancy purple peppers, these black peppers, whatever. And they want them. They seek after them. They look cool. It's like the purple peach reaper. Phenomenal. Looks stunning looking. Like I had one picture, people thought it was AI, right? When it was in a straight purple stage. And the thing is that they just don't have a ton of flavor. They're just kind of like, they're hot. And you know what? You want to know what? We should have known that do you remember going, this is a memory that you might not remember, but you might. Do you remember going to a farm when we lived at the coast?
Yes.
You do. And
I bought an aloe plant.
You bought an aloe plant. That's correct. So we actually went.
I remember plant trips.
Yeah, we went to a farm and they had some event going on, like a band.
All I remember is the aloe. I don't remember anything else.
We lived on.
I bought a necklace.
Yeah, we lived on Topsail Island back then, right on the coast, and we actually had.
We lived right behind a sand dune. It took me about 1 minute, 30 seconds to walk to the beach.
It's 10 seconds.
10
yeah,
seconds.
Your toes are in the water.
Okay, yeah.
But we
I could have just thrown a rock. And hit the water.
We had habaneros that year and jalapeno, different stuff.
I miss it.
We had the dragon cayennes, Thai peppers, and we had seen at this farm they had an ornamental, a Chinese ornamental pepper plant, And I was like, oh man, that's so cool. You know, it's got purple and all these different colors. And
What, like a bird's eye?
yeah, it was like an ornamental. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that. And Chadwick was like, no man, that's trash. Remember
Chadwick was there?
Yeah, him and his wife were there. Remember the guy, Chadwick, the one I used to work with that did the boat?
I didn't know I ever even met him.
Yeah, he was over looking at the pepper plants with me.
He was the.
Yeah, he's a cat.
Wasn't he the one that was a chef for Drew Barrymore?
No, that was our other guy.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what Robert Fisher was talking about. I showed peppers and then he said it. I'm assuming he's talking about black peppers.
Well, he said there's black peppers, so that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, I mean, who else? Who knows? Maybe he wasn't, but I don't know. I asked him and he didn't reply back. So, but anyways, Chadwick was like, don't get that, man. They don't have any flavor. You know, I'm like, yeah, but I've never seen purple peppers. This is so cool.
But Chadwick's right. If they don't have flavor, who cares?
And he's like, yeah.
Unless you don't eat peppers.
He's like, they're hot, but they don't have any flavor to them. They're just flat. And he's like, if you want it just because it looks cool, or if you're gonna put it in hot sauce, man, go ahead. He's like, you know, but he's like, they don't. So I bought it anyway. I'm like, no, I gotta get this. So Chadwick's trying to talk me out of it. You know why?
Okay, you're right. I don't remember everything because I don't remember us having an ornamental pepper plant.
Yeah, I got pictures, and well, we moved from there.
We always have all kinds of pepper plants, but I don't remember one that was really not fit for eating.
We put them in sushi.
Okay, well that's why we were eating it.
Yeah, but I mean, I made some. I put them in salsas and sauce and stuff. But Chadwick was 100% right. But you know what? It was one plant and it produced well. So I didn't care. But I should have known from back then, like the purple pods, like literally. They really don't have a lot of flavor. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. They're just kind of a flat. I mean, you can compare them to a white pepper a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I like whites, and I know people say they taste vanilla-y, but they really don't. But sometimes there's an extra flavor in there that because it's not a yellow pod and it's citrusy, there's a flavor in there that white pods have. It's a distinct flavor, and because they're lacking the not melatonin, but well, maybe it is plant melatonin because they're lacking
I don't even know
color.
if I'm looking in the right place.
You are right here. They're lacking so a yellow pod has citrus notes, orange pod has citrus notes, red pod has sweet notes and sometimes fruity notes. Like because it has none of them, earthy notes on a mustard or a chocolate.
It would be good with French food.
Yeah, Sip Chomper's in the building.
French food is so simple and perfect.
But
I like all kinds of food, but
I like white pods.
But I sometimes like just the simple, subtle flavors of French food. I bet white pods would be so good with that.
All right, there, Chas. Let's do it. Let's let Mrs. BullCow explain the flavor of a white pod right now, live on Uncle Bull.
I've never really just ate it and tried to think about the flavor.
Yeah, just try to.
Well, I guess I have probably years ago.
Yeah, so they don't taste like.
When we were doing pepper reviews.
I've had people say they taste vanilla-y or they remind them of vanilla, and I think that's just because it's white, right? It's that cream color. So, you know.
I can see it.
Yeah, it don't really taste like vanilla, but
figure out what else to call it. So call it vanilla.
Right, it's kind of weird, but see how it's lacking that. It doesn't have the citrus notes to it.
I think the fact that they're picking up on vanilla though might be the fact that I've never had like a vanilla flower straight off the vine, and when we're eating vanilla, it's mixed with alcohol. I'm assuming that might be a little bit part of why they're calling it vanilla because the vanilla mixed with the alcohol. The alcohol has to me kind of like is a slightly spicy, like not spicy. Do you get what I'm saying though? You know what I'm saying? Like a vanilla is not good. I don't know.
I think they're just associating it with vanilla ice cream, vanilla cream, things like that because of the color.
But I mean, when you bite a pepper, you get like a feeling in your mouth. It's kind of similar to if you like drink liquor. Yeah. Right.
And I've never heard.
So I think that might be part of the reason why they think it tastes vanilla.
And I've never heard another note listed like. So I've seen other people review.
Slightly vanilla.
Yeah, it's weird. Like when I see people eat white pods, you never hear them say earthy, citrusy. You'll hear floral sometimes. Some of them are
I was about
floral.
to say it's floral, but in a very subtle way,
Right.
which is what vanilla is. It's a very good tasting, not strong flavored flower.
Yeah, but it's got just
But there's other things that taste good like that, like rose petals.
But I compared the Fadas white against the White Knight. For me personally, nothing against Fada, because it's a good pepper.
To me, it tastes more like rose water.
Right. It's like it's
Oh,
weird.
yeah, it's very good, subtle floral.
Yeah, it's weird, but so like I like the White Knight. I grow it every year, man. I just love that pod. It's just got the perfect heat for me. That's a cross between a Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion and a White Boot. That one there may be I don't know. It might be a White Lemon Scorpion. So maybe
this one's a little bit citrusy too.
Yeah, and I think it's because
because
I think it came from the lemon lineage. You see what I'm saying? Here, eat a little bit of this yogurt so that you don't get cramped. Yeah, vanilla is, me. I'll tell you right now. I grew up hating a lot of vanilla things because of imitation vanilla and because of cheap vanilla ice creams. I hate vanilla ice cream. I don't
like vanilla bean ice cream.
I like, yeah. But
speaking of vanilla, I was about to buy vanilla 8 years ago. I ran across it, and now I regret it. My vanilla plant would be huge now, and we'd be able to make some really good food with it. I need to get I want a real vanilla plant. I don't know how easy or difficult it is to make your own vanilla, but I want to be 100% sustainable one day. But right now in our tight living quarters, there's only a few things I can try to grow. And when I'm growing them, I'm not even really growing them to do anything with them because I can't even grow them enough of them in this space our lighting is only indoors. Like I can't even get any light to any plants if I put them outside because all our pepper plants have taken up the little bit of light we have in the back. We don't have nothing. But if I grew vanilla, it might be one of the few things I grew that I could actually get enough of to eat off of it.
All right, guys, we're gonna get going. We're gonna make a snack for the girls, and we love you guys, man. Thank you guys for checking out Mrs. BullCow doing Linda's.